But again, walking with root and putting all that in together, will also come in with your breath and all. We'll work on that a little bit before. Did you find something, Steele, to tie it off with?
No.
Next time, guys, bring some rope next time. Try to remember to bring some rope. Or if you could tape it, or see if it will stay open in some way.
Like I said, we stick a piece of cardboard in, then it's only good until somebody forgets.
Yeah, just stay there for a little bit.
Take it out.
That's all. Just go ahead, practice. All right, so we talked about the middle move. The middle move that you guys are doing is the setup. That's really important. That's where you want to bring your breath into. So last class we were doing the middle move, and you guys are starting to get used to doing that middle move, the setup before you move. Right? So like when you first are standing there, you have your first position, you don't throw from that position, you have to do a setup, decide where you're going to go, and then throw it. And that seems very difficult for people to do. But now what you have to try and do is before you throw it, you also have to bring your breath into it. So you want to start the practice first, just the mechanics of it, which means tightening here and tightening here. Don't really concentrate on the breath too much, unless you're at a certain level. And then you're going to release. That's going to emphasize on that move a lot more. So that little move, when you're bringing that breath into it, tightening up your stomach, has to coexist with the actual execution of the technique. So what this means is, if Psycho is taking a stance, taking a stance against each other, and then I go move, and you go move, and we take a position. Now I'm going to go to hit him. Before I go to hit him, this is where I start to tighten up. Not when I'm in the move, but before I go to hit him. So from here, I'm already tightening this up, I'm tightening this up, I'm coming in here, and now I'm tightening, and that's where my breath should be. Then, boom, I throw the move. So you've got to have to go a little bit slower for that, whatever you're going to execute. And what I want you to do before, you take your set, then the next step, before you go into the move itself, your breath is already contracting and going down. Not your breath, your muscle. You're already starting to sit and sit. It all happens at the same time, but we're just breaking it down. So if we're here again, and we take a stance, and then we move, and I take a position. My position is this far. Now, before I go to hit, I'm going to do the exercise that we're doing right now. So here, I'm already starting to tighten this up. When I come in here, this is when it's all tightened up, and now I'm set to kill. And now I'm in that position. So that is actually happening before. I don't want you to do this. You don't go like this here. Position, tighten up. It's starting here, moving, and that's where you start to come in. And that's when you bring your breath in. So now you're adding another variable to what we're trying to do, which is my ultimate goal. Okay? So you have to go slow with this. You have to really practice what this is doing until it becomes a part of it. Then also when you start to walk, everything starts coming into play. That middle move isn't just simply going from here and then moving here, tightening up here. It's from here, it's already tightening up. I'm already knowing what I'm going to do. In other words, when you talk about fire, if fire is here, and you have something out there that could be miles away, fire is here. It's all the heat from that fire, from its root, right? It's already setting up out here for this to burn. So it's sending out gamma rays, right? It's sending out gamma rays. These gamma rays are already heating him up. So as the fire starts to go, it gets to midway point, poof! And that's why you can't outrun a forest fire, because it comes around you very quickly. You know, how come people get caught in forest fires all the time? Because it's already predestined to burn. Fire, the element fire, is wisdom. The reason why fire has wisdom is because it wants to stay alive. It needs oxygen to stay alive. So the element of it is very manipulative, very cunning, very playful. It wants to survive. So it's already got you set up to die because it needs you to live. So it's already there. It's broadcasting. So if I'm a fire and my flames are here, I want to stay alive. And the reason they can't put the fires out is they move so quickly because it's already predestined to burn them. So firefighters know that, and they try to dig ditches, they try to do things to stop the fire, but the fire leaps. It leaps because it's already, the gamma rays, what it says, it's already preheated for that to go. So in a sense, when you are trying to coordinate the breath, not really interested right now, except you guys that are at a higher level, to really bring the breath in. But if you're going to put that just in the exercises that we're doing with the punching, then you want to bring that in. So if Psycho is standing here, and we're doing the middle, and we're standing, and I go move, and I'm here. Now, at this point, I know what I'm going to start to do. So here, I'm already tightening this in. Now, I can throw whatever I want to throw. This is tightened up. My breath comes in, and that's the end of his head. Because I'm all coming from here, little movement, and then this is going to come through. You just saw that go. The fire was already there. The move allowed me to start before I'm already on target. So what you guys have to practice, as far as when we get into the middle of the motion, the movement, is bringing that core down, bringing the stomach, making the stomach tight, realizing your root and the interaction with earth, right? How you're going to do it, and having that move predestined before you even make the move. It has to be predestined. The breathing that you do will allow you to go that way. You have to have that breath first, and it starts before you make the move. Most fighters and most people, if they're moving, what you guys do, they're sitting here, and then you make your move from here. This is what happens. You see, there's no grounding, there's no nothing. You just, I see my target, I want to hit it, and you go for it. There's nothing there. Plus, also, there's no power, and also no blocking skills, in case he's punching at the same time you're punching. So what you have to do is now you have to start to slow it down and to bring everything into play. So if he's standing here and I'm coming from here, my move here, I root it first. It's all here. Boom! To come across. So my motion is here. I'm not going this way like Bruce Lee. Whoa! Right? He had to move first. But in the movies are to let you see it. But when you're moving out here, my motion is here. All of this is already happening. Boom! So when it comes across, I'm just rocking this man's world. Right? Right? So it's all starting first. You guys have to slow it down. So before we do that, let's take the first three punches from the root system that we're actually working from. Right? So let's have James get out in front of the class. Okay? So you guys get into your horse stance. How you doing, man? How are you? Clifford. Sifu Hill. Have you done any training before, Clifford?
When I was younger.
Jump in. Jump into
Want to watch something?
You sure you just want to watch?
Yeah.
All right. All right, now. Start putting your hands into your pockets. What are one of the things you've got to work on here when you're in this position? No bobbing, right? You're holding your position. Okay? What are one of the other things you're working on when you first put your hands in your pockets? What are you practicing all together? Where should you be right now? Your root should be coming in together, right? You're caving in that chest, you're tightening up those chest muscles, you're tightening up your stomach muscles, and you're down in position. Now you've got to do one punch. When you breathe, and you're coming through with the breath, it comes out. You should not be coming from your throat. It shouldn't be or ha! All right? It's coming from your breath. So when you come in here, it's coming out. Right? It should echo. And it's coming here. It should just has to do what it has to do. I don't